Hey YouTube, I didn't hear you come in. This is what I always do to prepare for filming. Alright, stop it. To me, he's just a normal frog, okay? You leave him alone. Today we are reacting to a video, in fact, about the crazy frog himself. The forgotten $500 million crazy frog scam, actually. To be precise, by freaking Jimmy the Giant, dude. See what this is all about then. What's all this then? Ah, yes.
Frog. In the 2000s, you weren't cool unless you had a ringtone.
He said 2000s.
Crazy Frog blew up and completely dominated
Holy
the world.
soldier boy, dude. He's got his... Those are human eyes. That's so weird.
#1 records, video games, merchandise. And the
He had a
company that
game?
made it ended up making roughly $500 million. And then the world realized that they'd scammed everyone. People were pissed and basically...
My guess is that there was some... Oh my god. I didn't mean to pause there. That seems insensitive. R.I.P. I hope he recovered. That is okay. What were we talking about? Who cares? I'm guessing... Oh, I was gonna predict it's probably an NFT scam, but I don't freaking know. Let's see.
Today, we will tell the insane story of the Crazy Frog.
Give it to me, Jimmy.
Right now, there are almost 500 million cell phone subscribers on the planet. Within 2 years, that could double to 1 billion.
To set the scene,
I subscribe to a cell phone, and you guys should subscribe to Lonniedos, the inventor of the cell phone.
Was like in the 2000s. Your phone was this novelty, shiny gadget that basically did nothing. Sure, you could text your mum, I'm not coming home tonight, I'm staying around Bobby's, and there ain't nothing you can do, mum. But it was very different. Unlike
That
now,
must be some British thing. I don't know. I don't talk to my mom like that.
Like a life support machine by the side of your bed. But you see, there was one thing you could do on a phone that people don't really do today, and that was having a cool ringtone.
Hell yeah.
Ringtones
They're
were like
stupid. I remember. I remember music.
Your own theme song. It was your personal brand. In fact, there was a survey done in 2005 by Tesco Mobile, where they claimed that 21% of customers considered people who had default ringtones as uncool.
That is fucked.
Worse than being uncool.
I've never been one to quirk myself.
Memes were starting to pop up. Viral clips, funny, goofy gags. Back then, there was pretty much one genre, and that was an animated character repeating a word constantly. You had such bangers as badger, 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 peanut butter, gem time, the hamster dance.
True.
But these were merely
Banger.
cannon fodder for the hero who was to come, and that was the Crazy Frog.
What the fuck is wrong with his crazy jaw?
The year was 1997. A
Oh
young
my God.
Swedish bruh called Daniel Molmedal was one day goofing around with his other Swedish bros, eating IKEA meatballs and making funny noises. You see, Daniel had a gift. Daniel could replicate the sound of a 2-stroke engine with nothing but his mouth. And so, sheepishly,
Maybe just shame him to keep that shit in the drafts forever.
friends rallied behind him. Go on, Daniel. Hey, Daniel, bro, you can do it. And so, Daniel made the sound.
But he shouldn't. Nice. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Uncontrollable fits of laughter consumed the boys as they heard Daniel perform.
A true legend was born.
And he recorded himself doing this ring ding 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 bing bing sound, and he sent this sound file to a few of his friends just for fun.
This
I would have blocked him on sight.
sound was saved under the file of 2tactear.mp3. This file would spread around the internet via various
Like a
forums,
virus, a
email
plague, if you
chains,
will.
and a website called the Insanity Test. And so this thing would
What?
spread around the internet, people would love it, but at the end of the day, it was an MP3 file. It wasn't going to change the world, and
MP3?
it seemingly...
Because I pirated it. I see what you did there. That's a good one.
That was
Jimmy.
until one man found it. Eric
Almost said Daniel.
Verquist, the annoying thing.
Oh my god. That is so hot, dude. That is... Woo! How did you get that on my internet machine? Is what I would have said back then. Now I'm desensitized to everything. I've seen it all. But you know, the annoying thing. Crazy frog, same guy.
Views, which back then, on a small little forum, is quite impressive.
The plan was actually to make this animation viral thing. If unlucky, it will go around and people will see it.
And that spread actually reached Daniel, the guy who made the sound, and he got a credit on the video. And look, it was all fun.
We should scam some guys.
I was starting to get contacted by companies who wanted to use the character for marketing. First guy that
It was me.
contacted me, he was a really pushy guy. He was calling me at night and yelling on the phone. You realize, Eric, I have to sign this deal by tomorrow.
You see, this German geezer
What the
was from a
fuck?
company called Jamba, which
Imagine being so upset about the crazy frog.
go on to be known as
Take
Jamster
my
in
money!
different countries. And Jamba were a ringtone company.
Get the party started on your mobile. For just £3,
Whoa.
choose up to 5 ringtones a week.
And they were the geniuses behind such culturally defining characters as Sweetie the Chick.
What the fuck?
Blue.
Who? Respectfully, who? Never heard of him. Do you even have an adjective to go with that animal? If you can call it that?
It wasn't easy to download custom sounds to your phone, so you could pay these companies and they would send you. You'd be in the
Peter!
back of a school bus and everyone's fucking ring ding ding and all that shit.
Everyone's
Yeah.
like, you are a G.
It used to be an art though, you'd go through, listen to them.
Yeah.
It's kinda, I could spare like 50p for that one.
So now it's mid 2004. Jamster had all
I never bought a ringtone because I was too young and didn't have money, and yeah, my parents didn't support music.
the rights to the annoying
No, I'm just
thing,
kidding.
and
But
were ready
they didn't support this specific thing. You could kind of record your own, but they would always sound like shit off the phone mic, sort of. I just got by with that,
A
though.
marketing campaign unlike anything the world had ever seen. Now picture this. It's 2004 and you look back at the TV and you notice something a little different. A strange grey bluish coloured animal making a fun noise with his mouth. And then you look away, you go to the toilet and you come back and something strange happens again.
Get the Crazy Frog as video for your mobile and show it to your friends as often as
Good
you like.
The
God.
same advert again and again and again and again and again and again.
As if, like, that would convince me that I wanted to hear it more often.
In 2004, you could not escape the annoying thing, who had now been rebranded to the Crazy Frog.
Get the Crazy Frog as video for your mobile and show it to your friends
Oh, the video. That's insane.
as you like by texting Crazy 300. Or how about the video ringtone? You don't only hear the Crazy Frog, but you
Yeah, Mike is caught. That's enough, Mike.
B&Q, major brands, this unknown company had come along and pumped a ton of money to basically brainwash you into buying the Crazy Frog ringtone. Statistically, 87% of the population saw the Crazy Frog adverts on an average of 26 times.
Oh my God.
An estimated 10% of the population saw the advert more than 60 times. The
My brain
intensity
is
of this
rotted.
Advertising was just, it was unprecedented. No one had ever played so many fucking adverts.
Oh my God. And they paid this guy 40
Crazy
bucks.
Frog was now a superstar. For the original ringtone, there was also the song called Axel F, which was the Beverly Hills Cop theme tune, Crazy Frogified.
Sort of making the ultimate hit by
No.
taking the most popular mobile phone tune and combine it with the
Oh my God, this is so cynical. Art is dead. If Crazy Frog doesn't write his own songs, who the f can I believe in anymore? Oh shit, never mind, I can't stay mad at you.
Coldplay 4-1. It was number 1 in 30 countries. It had 3 albums, 7 music videos, 2 Crazy Frog video games, endless merchandise, a Crazy Frog tour across Australia with this nightmarish looking guy in a costume.
That is disgusting.
But as you would expect, people weren't that happy about this. There was multiple reasons why you might hate Crazy Frog. It might be that the advert is annoying.
It's because we didn't understand mental health back then, and people were a lot less compassionate towards those afflicted, like the Crazy Frog. Today we would just call him a frog, but he's different.
Or you hate the song, which I'm not gonna lie, I actually think the song was a banger.
He's really not lovable at all.
For whatever
Oh!
creative reason, the creator, Eric, found it vital that Crazy Frog had a knob. It was never really explained why he had a knob, he just did. And because
Okay.
obviously on conversation of banning, it wouldn't be his little todger that would get him in trouble. There would be...
What the fuck,
So
man?
that leads us on
This is the
to
worst NFT you could ever purchase, the Crazy Cock.
the accusations of scamming. Around this time in 2005, there was a lot of conversation over the practices of Jamster. I paid £3.
Get the Crazy Frog as video for your mobile and show it to your friends as often as you like.
I pay that, and I get the thing that you're advertising to me on my phone for the amount of £3. But if you thought that you were wrong. You see, what you were paying for with that £3...
To be fair, I have no idea how much money that is.
Literally just the ability to buy ringtones. You were signing up to a hidden subscription service that was not explained anywhere, even on their website. You couldn't find out that that was what you were buying. Your phone would be inundated with other texts saying, oh, you like Crazy Frog? Well, how about Brian the Beaver?
Oh my
Sarah
God.
the Serpent. To
What a
receive
nightmare.
that message, it cost you another £3. There was a thing called chargebacks where basically you were paying to receive a text message. And if you send a bunch of them every single day, that starts to add up.
Every few days, I got texts from Jamsters. It wasn't until my cell phone bill arrived this week that I found out that each text from the Crazy Frog
Oh
was
yeah.
$5.
They got a real fucking victim on the phone.
So the charges came to about $70.
I'm so sorry for your
people
loss.
were panicking, calling up the phone provider, and all these complaints started to pile up. And that's only from the people that realised
I really hate when he has a cock. I thought his belly button was bad enough.
that they probably parents paying for kids who were buying this thing. On top of the children thing, it was also the fact that it was so unclear. You were signed up to a subscription service, 81 complaints, and imposed a fine on one of the companies called MyBox, a fine of £40,000, which, if that sounds like nothing to you compared to the $500 million the company generated, you wouldn't be wrong. It was obviously ridiculous. They got a slap on the wrist.
No.
And this was because back then there just really wasn't any regulations around ringtone advertisements, and by all intents and purposes they hadn't really broken any rules. But this would be the beginning
What the
of
fuck
end.
is that, dude? It's like a jump scare every time.
The last video game was in 2006, and the talks about films and TV shows had completely disappeared, which, to be honest, I am surprised about. Yeah, he was annoying, but the brand name was massive, and I'm sure if they put something out, some kids would probably watch it. So I don't really know why they completely retired the character. But then, like all good things from our childhood, we can't seem to leave anything in the past. And so on the 22nd of April
Oh, no.
2020, the Crazy Frog had returned to Twitter, announcing a new album. This thing got 169 million views.
Oh,
the track
no.
called Tricky was
Oh,
released
no.
on December 8th, 2021.
No!
So
No!
apparently Crazy
It's
Frog still carries
awesome!
weight. His name is prestigious.
It's a fucking
banger! Start
banger!
an OnlyFans soon or go on some podcast tours. And of course, in true 2020 style, Crazy Frog released an NFT.
I knew it!
So,
God fucking damn it, dude. We almost made it through the entire reaction without any NFTs. Dude, this was a freaking interesting video. Shout out to Jimmy the Giant. Here at the Lonniedos channel, every month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and if you ever think about singing into a little frog microphone, let me tell you, that sound you're making with your guttural vocal cords isn't that cool, and go touch some grass, Jimmy. I'm sorry, not Jimmy, but like, generic name. Thank you guys for watching this freaking reaction video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.